And we're back. My name is Aaron, and we're still talking about Twitter advertising. So we want to look at some of the objectives. How do you actually go and do advertising on Twitter? What happens when which audiences do you go out for? How do you put out the creatives? How do you budget on Twitter? How do you do that last review and launch your campaign and have a promoted tweet on the Twitter platform? So let's dive in. So what are you paying for? Which are the objectives? As you can see on my screen, we're saying you can actually do a followership. Do you want followership on Twitter? Do you want website clicks or conversions? Do you want awareness? Are you looking for app installs and you have an app? Are you looking for app re-engagements? Do you want people to actually engage around your app? Probably it's a game. Do you want tweet engagements? Do you want people to like and retweet and sort of comment on your tweets? Or you want people to watch a video, which are video views. So what are you looking out for? You need to be very clear from the word go on what you want from Twitter advertising. So as you can see the table, I'm saying some of the metrics you can go out for, and I've laid them out for you. Do you want followers? Are you looking for click-throughs? If you're looking for click-throughs that are going to your website, then you're going to look for website clicks or conversions. If you want tweet impressions, then you have to go for awareness of your tweets. If you want tweet engagements, which are retweets, likes, and all these comments, then you're going to also go for awareness. Or you want video views. So if you want video views, you're also going to go for again, video views as an objective. If you want click-throughs, you can also have click-throughs on your app installs, or you can have click-throughs on your app re-engagements. Again, if you want tweet engagements, you can also go out for tweet engagements directly as an objective. And I've also talked about video views that you can also hit directly as your objective. So choosing the most effective campaign type. So I've already talked about how you can pick these objectives and the campaign type. So do you want follower campaign? Are you actually doing a follower campaign? So the follower campaign will be something to grow an engaged audience. You want more engaged audience, so you have to be very clear, especially on the audience you're going to pick out. Or you want website clicks or conversions campaign. This is to bring people to your website. You want to drive traffic back to your website. Or you want awareness. Awareness will put your tweets in front of as many people as possible. So what are these? And here I'm telling you what you're literally paying for. If you're saying followership, what you pay for are the new followers who converted through your ads. You're not charged for anyone who found or followed your account organically. You don't pay for that. You only pay for people that actually saw a promoted tweet and got to follow you. Again, here I explain how what you pay for when you're doing web conversions, the number of clicks on your ads. So any clicks on the ads, those take you back to your website, so you're getting website traffic. So you're not charged for organic traffic from logged in Twitter users. You're only getting clicks on this particular promoted tweet. Then for awareness, every 1,000 impressions is when a tweet fully loads, is when you get to be charged. Are you looking for app installs? If you have an app, so you get people to download your app. So what you pay for is app installs. You are not charged for organic app activity from logged in Twitter users, only that promoted tweet that you have on that account. So that promoted tweet, if someone gets to click and then they get to download your app, that's when you're charged. Or are you looking for app re-engagement campaigns? So that app re-engagement campaign is you get returning users to open or update their app. Now let's look at Twitter engagement campaigns. So Twitter engagement campaigns, they start conversations and attract more engagement for your tweets. So the engagements can be the likes, they can be the retweets, they can be all these comments you want around your tweet. Or you can also go out for video view campaigns. So video view campaigns helps Twitter to go look out for a wider audience that gets to watch your videos. So let's look at some of the simple steps on what you can actually get when you go onto the Twitter advertising platform. So once you choose an objective, and we have looked at the different objectives, you will be taken to a page where you can name your campaign. You give your campaign a name, start and end date. When do you want the campaign to start and when do you want the campaign to end? And your campaign's total budget, how much money do you want to spend on your campaign? Depending on the objective you have picked in the first step we have looked at, you may have other details to fill out so that your ad becomes more unique, and those we're going to look at. So create an ad group, that's the next stage. Create an ad group within your campaign. So ad groups are individual ads that consist of their own budgets, audiences, and they also have their own start time and end time, but they operate under one umbrella of a bigger campaign. So the campaign is the big umbrella. Under that campaign you can have probably 2, 3, 4 ad groups, right? So probably I usually use this example of a lady that sells bikes. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with bikes. There's a lady that sells bikes. So number one can be a bike campaign. That's the campaign. So the ad groups can be kids bikes, or ladies bikes, or bikes for runners, or so the ad group can be broken down into those other details. So those are the ad groups, but the bigger campaign is the bikes campaign, probably the name of the business, depending on what you get to name this campaign. So the other thing is paying the total budget. How much money do you get to pay for your tweet, for your tweet advertising or for your promoted tweets? Again, all this money is paid in dollars. You pay using a Visa card or a MasterCard or all those other payment structures. So bid types allow you to bid on a promoted ad placements. So also Twitter has many other advertising platforms like Facebook, like AdWords for search marketing. All these platforms have bids, bidding. So even on Twitter you can do bidding. So bidding allows you to bid on a promoted ad placements. That ad placement you're going to put your promoted tweet. So ad placements will cost different amounts depending on your audience and where you want the ad to appear on Twitter. You can also set your ad group to bid for a certain placement in one of these 3 ways, which I'm also going to explain. So we've already talked about the ad group, we have talked about the campaign. Now we're saying you can actually get to bid. So the bids have different factors. One of the factors I've told you about is depending on the audience, depending on the placement. The placement can be you want your promoted tweet to appear in search. So that's one of the placements. So do you want your promoted tweet to appear in search? Do you want it to appear on the right hand or wherever you want it to appear? So one of the ad types is automatic bid. So this type of bid permits Twitter to bill the most cost-effective amount every time your audience engages with your ad content. So it's just automatic. It's just an automatic bid. The cost Twitter bills you is based on your ad group's budget. So the ad group's budget and the audience parameters, which audiences have you picked. So they get to base that to actually get you to pay a certain amount of money. The other one is the maximum bid. So this type of bid gives you full control over how much money you are willing to pay every time your audience engages with that promoted tweet or with that particular piece of content. That's the maximum bid. You can say you want your maximum bid to probably be $5 or $10. You say that's the maximum. Probably $1. Each time someone engages with this piece of content, that should be the maximum bid that you want to put out there. The other last one is the target bid. This type of bid allows you to specify how much money from your ad group's budget you would like Twitter to bill you each time your audience engages with your content. The price you are billed will reflect the daily average cost of each ad placement within your audience. I hope you get that. So this is the target bid. The price you are billed will reflect on the daily average cost that daily average cost of each ad placement, where you're placing your ad. And I've mentioned a few areas where you can place your ads within the audience. If you have any questions around bidding, if you have any questions around the objectives to Twitter advertising, please reach out in the comment sections, put your questions. If you want to dive more into Twitter advertising, there will be a more continuation to this video, where we shall again dive deeper into other steps on how you get to finalize and review and then launch your campaign. So thank you so much. See ya.